What's up, guys? It's the Creators Create podcast where the creators create. I'm Jules, aka Self-Employed. And if you guys didn't already know, this is the podcast where music, art, fashion, and entrepreneurship goes down. And if you haven't got a chance to check us out, we're airing on YouTube and soon to be other platforms. But enough about me. We have a special guest in the building. Let them know who you are and what you do, bro.
What's going on, y'all? My name is Trozie Jordan. I'm a master barber, salon owner, barber teacher, entrepreneur, salon designer, everything around hair, everything around barbering, everything around cosmetology. That's me.
Okay. And before we get started, introduce, the other things you got going on with the book and the candles.
I sell masculine scented candles by the name of Mandels. I formulated
Smells good too, by the way. Gotta put that
got
in
one
there.
burned right now. I formulated that idea during quarantine, and it's been something I've been producing ever since. Selling a lot at the festivals and stuff like that in the shop. I have a book out also. I'm a salon designer, so I'm basically breaking down the steps of how to build an entire barbershop from scratch, and even adding how to progress as a barber from start to finish. So it's a really good book. It's on Amazon right now, and I got it in person too.
What got you into barbering? What started the whole journey?
So honestly, I was always into fashion. Okay. So at the end of the day, I just wanted a job that didn't have uniforms.
Okay.
So I'm like, I want to be creative. I just imagine tattoo artist or barber. And as a tattoo artist, you can mess up people so easy. So I'm like,
oh, okay.
And that's for life. You could mess up people as a barber too, but tattoos for life. So I'm like, I'm gonna just be a barber. I can wear whatever I want. I imagine myself in the shop, spitting game and, talking to different entrepreneurs and learning different things and, just barbershop conversation. I imagined it and then I went for it.
And when did you start?
I started when I was 18.
Okay.
I'm 29 now, so I'm 11 years in.
I know you got a shop, so what was the process of opening the shop? Like, why didn't you, did you work under somebody first, or was it like, you went straight into, becoming an entrepreneur and owning your own business?
Yeah, so halfway through hair school, I scored a job at my first shop, Barbertown Barbershop in Northeast Philly. That's where I basically learned everything. I grew there. I learned from a bunch of barbers there. Shout out to the barbers that they used to work with me at Barbertown. I started there and I learned everything from the owner, what he was doing, over like 5 years.
I was gonna say, how long did it take you to,
Yeah, it took like 5 years, but I had it in me the whole time, man. I didn't know it was so easy because I was just seeing other barbers around me going to get their own shops, like 3 barbers when they got their own shop. So I'm like, man, it's not that far fetched, it's not that crazy. So I tried. I made the big leap.
Yeah,
and go ahead,
shout out to you.
And tried it at the age of 23.
Yeah, man. Shout out to the young entrepreneurs out there doing their thing.
Appreciate it, man.
So, how did you build your clientele, and how did you keep the clientele?
So, I basically built my clientele by the ideas that I formulated after work. A lot of people think just work, but what really matters is the work that you do after work. So after work, I was thinking brainstorm and plot on ideas about how to market. I was always thinking of different marketing ideas, whether it was putting my logo on a bunch of stuff, slapping it on t-shirts, putting it around the city with the business cards,
It's all promo at the end of the day.
Yeah, it's all about promo and just, screaming your business all loud.
So
constantly.
Right. So what's your average day of opening up a shop? When you wake up, you gotta go open up, let them know what it takes to, run a business.
So basically, my daily is just making sure the vision of the shop is nice and clean and perfect at all times. I look at the shop from a client's point of view. So when I go open up, I make sure the blinds is open, so clients can see, make sure everything is clean in the barbershop. I try to pinpoint my barbers, like flaws and stuff too.
Huh?
Because even I have flaws. I have them pinpoint my flaws as well, and we try to work together to get better as a team.
That's how you become better. You can't always think you're the best.
Right. And along with that is staying up with. Another thing with that is staying up with the technology. Like 2023 marketing is like so much different now. So trying to keep up with like, the internet and
It's always changing.
online marketing and stuff.
Yeah, now you
trying
got
to
the
reel
reels.
people in is different, but we learning and we growing. In Philly, where the rest of my family is, and that's when I started hair school. So I feel like if I never, got in that trouble and got kicked out, then I would never be here. I'd have never started barbering. I'd have never had my shops I had now.
For sure.
I'd probably be somewhere back in Delaware with any job.
Nah,
Still on the same stuff I was on.
For sure. I always say that everything happens for a reason, so can't be mad at that, right?
Right.
I've been seeing the past few years, not too much, but a barbershop on wheels. How do you feel about that?
Barbershop on wheels, that's decent, man. Shout out to my guy, Chad Too Clean. I feel like he got the toughest barbershop on wheels.
Okay.
That joint crazy. If you servicing high end clientele, that's perfect because a lot of people that's in high ranks, they don't want to come out. They don't want to be seen in public. So pull up on them, and they don't mind paying the extra for the convenience. You know what I'm saying? For you to pull up on them.
That's some game right there.
Yes. You got to build that up though. I never looked into it, but like I said, shout out to my boy Chad Too Clean. He actually got a book out on how to like put a mobile barbershop together. It's dope.
You gotta surround yourself by those type of people. For
Right.
Sure. I'm sure you know Vic Blends.
Yeah, I know about Vic Blends.
Okay. So I'm inspired by some things he does, how he took the barber into like what he's doing now, and like how do you feel about that versus like, just staying in the shop? You think it's like a right alley to go in?
Yeah, definitely, man. Like I said, you gotta create an image for yourself. You know what I'm saying? So the motivation and helping out people that I see his videos, he pull up on anybody and just start a conversation and lace them. You know what I'm saying? So that's his lane of marketing. I think it's really dope. Everybody got their own lane. So yeah, shout out to Vic Blends.
Yeah, for sure. So a lot of people will say they're barbers, but do you consider barbers that don't use the scissors or don't, use the color? Are they still barbers, or do you think they need to still work to become that barber?
So I'm big on versatility. Like, one thing I've always said is if you can't handle anything to hop in your chair, if you can't use every tool, I mean, you don't have to have every tool, but you a barber, you should know how to use shears and thinning shears and even color. Like, a lot of people hate on color and enhancements, but at the end of the day, that's something you have to be good at as well. You know what I'm saying? Like,
For sure.
you could be bad at color. People could be out here, oh man, he got color in his hair. No, it's supposed to look natural. You know what I'm saying? So everything, you gotta learn everything. Don't, keep yourself in a box when it comes to barber. And I see a lot of barbers doing that, only posting one type of haircut. You gotta switch it up, learn different things. Don't be afraid to jump in different things. My favorite thing to do as a barber, honestly, is designs, freestyle designs, like super creative stuff. And in fact, a lot of the barbers at my the shop I started at, they weren't really into that. So I jumped on it. I was getting all of them. I was throwing them at me.
Okay. That's how you got to do it.
I wasn't nice at first, but I ended up getting better and better and better. And now that's the best thing I do.
Right. Practice makes perfect.
Right.
But the color and all that, like from seeing your page, like that's what made me reach out to you, honestly, because again, most barbers, everybody can do a fade, but
Right.
like stepping out the box with the designs and the color, like that's honestly what made me like, oh, like he's different, you know what I'm saying? So I definitely agree with that.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you a little secret, man. I'm gonna just tell you, I'm not really a color specialist.
Yeah.
Like, I hate color because it's like equations. You know what I'm saying? But
You talking about
luckily,
like with the mixing far as like
yeah, like I'm talking about like what I'll do is I'll add shades of dark. Like, I'm like a black and white type artist when it comes to hair.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? I use like shades of light and dark and brown and black. But the color specialist in the shop, shout out to Gavzilla, We a great duo. We actually doing fashion, New York Fashion Week tomorrow. So we gotta get up and go out to New York and service the models at Fashion Week.
You gotta get that contact. That's gonna be a lot.
Yeah, for sure. It's gonna be crazy, man. Valentine's Day theme. We got some concepts. So we basically do like a duo type of thing. If y'all seen the tiger on my page that I did, that was a pretty crazy design that we did. We got a lot more projects coming up too.
So I also seen that you cut fab. Like, how did that come? Like, how did that even happen?
Oh man, it's about who you know, man. My guy, shout out to Leslie. He has a clothing line called Torture. He around a lot of celebrities and stuff. He got me to cut a few people, but he was chilling with Fab and he seen
Shouted
us
you
cut.
out?
Yeah, he told me come through.
It's
Yeah,
all
that
about
was
the
that.
connects
Went
too,
to
like you
Fillmore,
said.
I cut him. You know, that was a pretty cool experience.